I'm going to let you in on a little secret. Even native English speakers make mistakes when they speak English. In today's video, I'm going to teach you 10 mistakes that native speakers and non-native speakers make when speaking English. Lots of these have to do with grammar and spelling. So if you want to speak English better than a lot of native speakers, make sure to watch until the end of today's video. Oh, and as I was filming today's video, there was actually an earthquake, which you'll see later if you watch until the end. My name's Michael Anton, and it's my goal to make you fluent in English. Now let's get right into today's lesson. There, and there. Let's talk about these three little words that can cause a lot of confusion. There, and there. They sound the same, but they have completely different meanings and different uses. There refers to a location, a place, or the existence of something. It's about where something is or whether something even exists. For example, we are going over there after the meeting. This refers to location. Or there are many books on the shelf. This refers to existence. There, with an I, is the possessive form of they. It shows ownership or possession. It tells you something belongs to somebody. For example, that is their car in the parking lot. The car belongs to them. It's their car. There is a contraction of they are. It's the fast and easy way of saying they are. There. For example, they're going to the movies tonight. Means they are going to the movies tonight. So to recap, there is for place or existence, there is for possession, and there is for they are. Easy? Let's move on to the next one. Affect and affect. Here's another pair of tricky words. Affect and affect. These are often confused, but it's relatively simple once you know the rule. Normally, affect with an A is a verb, an action that causes change or influences something. For example, the cold weather affects my health. It means the cold weather is causing a change to my health. Affect with an E is normally a noun. It refers to the outcome of an action or event. For example, the effect of the storm was widespread damage. The storm caused damage. So remember, affect with an A is normally a verb, and effect with an E is normally a noun. Keep this in mind and you won't mix them up again. Another mistake that native speakers make all the time is it's and its. Its is the possessive form of it, meaning something belongs to it. It shows ownership. For example, the dog chased its tail. The tail belongs to the dog. Its, with an apostrophe, is a contraction of it is, or sometimes it has. For example, it's raining. It is raining outside. So remember, its shows possession, and its with an apostrophe is a contraction for it is, or sometimes it has. Keep these straight and you'll avoid this mistake. Next, let's talk about double negatives. Double negatives are so common even amongst native speakers, but they're not correct in English. For example, saying things like, I don't need no help is actually a mistake. And double negatives are wrong because they cancel each other out, making the sentence positive. So you shouldn't say, I don't need no help. You need to say, I don't need any help. Again, it's easy to slip into double negatives because they are common in casual speech, but in formal or standard English, you should avoid them. Now, before we continue today's video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to English at the Ready here on YouTube if you want to improve your English this year. If you want to learn more about how you can improve your English using your phone, your computer, and the internet, then I'd love for you to watch my free fluency training. It's completely free and it's only 30 minutes long, but it's full of valuable information to help you become fluent this year. To watch the training, just click the link in the description below. Now let's get back into today's lesson. Here's something that annoys a lot of people. Literally. Literally. It's often used for emphasis or exaggeration, but that's not the real meaning. For example, you might hear a native speaker say, "I was literally dying of laughter." No, you weren't. You were not literally dying of laughter. This is an exaggeration. You're not actually dying, so literally doesn't fit here. This is an exaggeration, not a literal statement. Instead, use literally only when something is actually happening. For example, he took her comments literally. He interpreted them word for word. Her comments were not metaphorical or figurative. They were literal. So use the word literally only when something is actually true, and not just for exaggeration. Now let's talk about another confusing pair. Then and then. What's the difference? Then with an E is used when referring to time or order. For example, when something happened after something else. First we eat, then we go to the park, which shows a sequence of events. Than, with an A, is used for comparisons. It tells you how two things are different. For example, she is better than me at math. We're comparing our skills at math. So then with an E is about time, and than with an A is about comparison. They're pronounced the same, but they have different uses. Now let's talk about theirs and there are. Here's another common mistake. Even I've made this mistake. Theirs is short for there is, and it's used for singular nouns. For example, there's a cat on the roof. There are is used for plural nouns when there's more than one. For example, there are many people at the party. So if you're just talking about one thing, you should say theirs. If you're talking about more than one, use there are. Again, when you're speaking quickly, it's so easy to make this mistake, but technically, you should only use there is for singular and there are for plural nouns. Now, one mistake that native speakers make all the time is would. Earthquake. Now, one mistake I hear native speakers make all the time is would of instead of would have. So instead of saying I would have gone to the party, lots of native speakers say, or at least write, I would have gone to the party. This is completely wrong, but it's logical that somebody might make that mistake because would have sounds a lot like would of when we speak quickly. But remember, we never say or we never write would of. We need to say or we need to write would have. All right, here's one that trips up a lot of people. How do you spell the word February? In American English, we say this word like February, and it's easy to forget that there is actually an R in the word. For example, my birthday is in February. That's more of a spelling mistake than a pronunciation mistake. Well, there we have it. We've come to the end of today's lesson. If you found this lesson useful, make sure to let me know in the comments, leave a like, and subscribe to English at the Ready here on YouTube if you want to improve your English and you want to become fluent this year. And of course, don't forget to click the link in the description below to get access to my free training, how to improve your English using your computer, your phone, and the internet. In the training, my goal is to change the way you think about learning English and to help you become fluent by taking advantage of modern technology. It's full of valuable information, so click the link in the description below to get access to the training. It's completely free. I hope you found this video useful, and I'll see you in the next lesson.